describe Mr. Harvey in 3 words, what would they be?
That's a good question. I would say he is committed, dedicated, and has a very good heart. And that shows in what he does on a regular basis.
I would say 3 words that would describe Harvey Johnson would be focused, empowering, and community-oriented.
3 words: friendly, helpful, and very nice.
3 words? That's a hard one. Commitment, truthful, and he's a young person's library or dictionary to the knowledge of how to grow up and be a man.
What 3 words would I use to describe Harvey Johnson? Generous, smart, dedicated.
He hustled me. Let me explain that to you. Had an opportunity to go golfing with Mr. Johnson one time. And of course, he did a great job, tore me up. Unbeknownst to me, Mr. Johnson lives on a golf course. So he had plenty of time to hone his skills. So he hustled me.
I worked with Harvey first at the BPM Economic Development Corporation, which then became BPM Impact Corporation. Harvey was the executive director, the president, and I was the finance director. So we worked together probably 25 or 30 years. I can't call the time back exactly, but 25, 30 years ago. We developed businesses within the city of Camden, and we operated an economic development corporation, which in fact tried to get minorities involved in developing their own businesses, working in their own businesses, and in fact getting trained so that they could work in the greater world.
Mr. Johnson, Esquire, Harvey, I've known since the late 60s. Upon his graduation from the University of Penn's Law School, he came to Camden, and at which time became a civic-minded lawyer whose focus was on bringing about a more community within the city, and hopefully out of that, what sprung up was the Black People's Unity movement.
When he got started, the BPUM, Black People's Unity movement, that was a grassroots organization doing things for the citizens of Camden. And for him to be involved as a young attorney, him and Randy Promise, that tells you about community reaction, what he was doing. He could have went probably and been a corporate lawyer someplace else, but he started right here in Camden City with that movement. Wasn't a very popular movement for the general public at the time, but because of him, Randy Promise, and of course the face at that time was Poppy Sharp. They did a great job with the daycare centers, getting people jobs and all. So he had an impact on our community that way. And it still goes on as we speak.
I'll say, for someone who doesn't know Harvey, if you meet him within 5 minutes, you'll feel like you've known him all your life. He never meets a stranger. He is very friendly. He puts the person that he's talking to at ease. and he just makes you feel like you've known him. You can ask him anything, you can talk to him about anything. He's very open, and I've always found him to be a very honorable person.
Anytime I call on him, he's there. Or he'll give me the advice sometime I don't want to hear, but you know, he comes back and he puts his stamps on it. He put his stamp on it because he's been there, done that. And he said, you got to be there and do that. So he's a great inspiration to African-American young men.
I would say the biggest thing I learned from him was work ethic. You couldn't work for him and not work hard. And he was focused. Once we started a project, we got the project up and running. He was the driver, certainly, but he in fact pulled everybody along.
Now, I was always impressed because in his law firm, he would give young Black men a chance. And I really love that. You know, our Black men need encouragement, and they need good examples, and he was a good example for them.
Getting to know Harvey came with some price. The price was that when Harvey was the attorney for the school district, Harvey realized that there was no Camden Schools Foundation like there was a Haddonfield Education Trust or a Cherry Hill Education Foundation, of which I'm active with both of them. And so Harvey came to people like myself and my good friend Frank Messina, the owner of All Risk, and said, would you guys become part of the Camden Schools Foundation? He said, there's none they don't have a foundation like they do in Haddonfield and Cherry Hill. And we said, well, of course we would. I mean, what, you gonna turn them down? I told Harvey when he recruited me, I said, I will be glad to be a member. I really do not want to be a chairperson. Not that I deserve the honor, but I've got too much on my plate. And he said, well, how about if you'd be vice chair? I said, okay, that works for me.
The Camden Schools Foundation was very important when we first started it. I mean, it's still very important now. And we were just trying to make the learning environment at the various schools in Camden better for the children that went there. We did some things for the children at the Camden City Performing Arts School. I would visit some of the schools to actually see firsthand what some of the issues were so that we could better tackle them. And Harvey was always willing to do whatever, what he was asked.
It's people like Harvey who have put back into the well, who continues to try and make this a city a safer, a better place for the kids. He and I use the example that, and I do, with people say, well, why are you involved with the city of Camden, the kids in the city of Camden? I said, they are God's children too, and if we can level the playing field, if they can have the same opportunities that some of the kids, and many of the kids in the suburbs had, let's be about it. Let's make it happen because they're God's children too, and they deserve a level playing field. And we've come a long way, and I attribute a lot of that to people like Harvey that have attracted a lot of people to recognize that we are our brothers and sisters' keeper.
It's just actually a continuation of what he's done in the past. We talk about the daycare centers with children. That's him. Helped start that. So he's continuing to do what he's done. So therefore, with his expertise, going back to the BTPM daycare centers, and what he's done with the school district itself, of course he deserves to be Camden Schools Foundation and should be honored by them.
He deserves, before he leaves Mother Earth, everyone have done something for in their life, need to be honored, not when they pass or at the funeral. So we're honoring him now. And it's a great pleasure to be in this process with a great man, and never forgetting for what he has done for me. And anybody that travels all the way to South Carolina is someone that I truly love.
Well, Harvey, I came over here for you, buddy. Congratulations to you. It's long overdue. You're a quiet guy, easy guy. You never wore your honors on your back. You did it from your heart. And it's good that people see through that now and pass it down to our community for our young people. So congratulations again, you deserve it.
Harvey, congratulations on this award. It's certainly been long coming. And I often wonder, how long are you going to keep doing this? But to me, you're very, very deserving. You've in fact helped a lot of people, me included. And in fact, hopefully you will continue to do what you do, but maybe slow it down a little.
Well, congratulations, Harvey. This is long overdue. You deserve it. And I appreciate you, and I wish you Godspeed.
Congratulations, Harvey. It's been a while, but I still love you.
It's a great pleasure in being here and being amongst, my peers, being amongst those who did things, great things for the people in the city of Camden. I'm honored. I wouldn't miss it for the world. And you go, dude. You go. You the dude.
Congratulations, Mr. Johnson. Thank you. Thank you so much for all you do, all you've done, and you are very deserving of this award.
Sir, congratulations. I want you to know, these are billable hours I'm doing right now. Hopefully you will help me out with this. I'm on a fixed income, so these are billable hours, so hope you take care of me like you have in the past. The BPM Center, the creative boxes, me during this time here with some of the Spearman. And you know about billable hours, because I understand that phrase. I've heard it before in my house about billable hours. So hopefully, sir, you consider this, for me, billable hours. But once again, sir, all seriousness, thank you for all you've done for the Camden School District, what you've done for me, what you've done for my wife, Martha. God bless you, sir, and this is well deserved.
Harvey and Fern, we congratulate you as president of the Camden Schools Foundation. We thank you and congratulate you for making it happen, staying with it, supporting it, being involved not only as an active member, but as chairperson of our golf committee, but being a very active member and always being there when we need to do something to better serve the kids in Camden, whether it be last year having our scholarship awards down in the parking lot as they drove up and got their checks. Harvey was there. Harvey's always there. So Harvey and Fern, thank you so much for all you do to make this a better world in which we can raise our grandchildren.